truth on behalf of Vera Poynter concerning relationship issues. And I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the crow, the carrier of souls from darkness into light. And we just cut the deck for you there, Vera, and I'll move everything over just to the side here. And I'm going to deal out 3 cards in a 3-card spread, of course, past, present and future. The first card we deal is representative, of course, of the past, which is the recent past, period of time between now and this time last month, about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago, or up to sort of now. And then, of course, the next card is now, which is the present. And then the future is the immediate future, which is the next 3 or 4 weeks or so ahead, isn't it? About a month, about 28 days or so, isn't it? So about a month, the moon phase ahead. Just so you can see that there, I'll just make sure that we'll just align things there, just so you can see what's going on. And first of all, we're going to deal out the first card. We're going to pull out the first card and then show you what that is. So this will be an energy that's been vibrating just recently with regard to the question that you've asked. Because you've asked a question, we can sort of answer it. Although it was really more of a question of, will I ever be in a relationship anymore? It's a bit like, it's one of those silly questions like, will I ever die or whatever. Well, you either will or you won't. But for this one, will I ever be in a relationship again because I'm insecure and can't live alone, or whatever the reason is, or because I'm so used to being in one, I don't know what it's like to enjoy solitude. Regardless of that, Vera, we'll just pull out the first card here, and we'll just flip it over nice and slow, just to see what its energy is. Don't disturb the energy, just nice and steady. And notice there you've got the 4 of Wands. Wands is related to the element of fire, isn't it? And notice here that crow is sending the spirit of the wolf. The wolf is the 4-legged ones, one of the 4-legged ones that they walk the earth and protect. So, but wolf himself protects, doesn't he? He is a protector, a guardian, to say that you're safe at all times, or you've been safe at all times anyway. Maybe by being out of a relationship you've been safe, and it's been done to protect you from any hurt or whatever that you may have experienced before. And although it seems cruel, it's nevertheless kind. 4 is a square number, isn't it? So it may have been sort of squaring out something and balancing something out, getting ready for the next phase. Notice there's Aries. Aries, of course, is a means of trying to gain control, isn't it, or trying to get some sort of balance. So you've been trying to get balance in your life because of that. A bit like when a ram sort of climbs up the mountain, and it looks as if he's got one leg longer than the other. He hasn't, but it looks as though he has. And he's adjusting. He's making adjustments, isn't he, to stay balanced. And this is what it's been, like continual adjustments just recently. But in order to protect you, nevertheless, whatever you do has had a potent effect on others. So clearly you've got enough going, enough stamina, as you would say, to sort of let others know that you're still here. If you're still with us, if you get what I mean. Let's just see what presently is going on. We'll just flip this next card here, and we'll just rotate it nice and slowly there, not to disturb its energy. Another minor arcana energy there, like wands. More, instead of wands, this is swords. This is the Two of Swords. Crowley calls the Two of Swords the Lord of Peace. This sort of follows a similar sort of line in the sense two's company, three's a crowd, I suppose. The Libran sort of energy in the sense of balance. In this case, more to do with just symmetry, just creating some sort of space, but nevertheless poised and in a state of readiness. Notice there that you're in a state of readiness. With everything's equalled out with Libra there is indicating that the balance has now come. You were trying to get control of it and trying to put things in control, or trying to try and be in control to get things levelled out, as you would say, by whatever. And Wolf was there to help you, maybe through introspection and a bit of soul searching, as well as you can't rule out soul searching, can you? This soul searching, of course, the wolf, the druids believe that the wolf represents that darker side of oneself called the shadow, and that's what that's about, isn't it? Really, and maybe you've had to do that, go into a dark place within yourself to bring things under control, to get yourself in a state of readiness for another relationship, so that you're poised for the next move, be that another relationship or be out of a relationship, I don't know. It can get you down if you've been used to being in one and not had the pleasure of not bothering. But let's just see what the immediate future has to hold. This is the next card. I'm going to flip this nice and slowly there now. As the shakuhachi, as the musician plays on the utaguchi, which is the mouthpiece of the shakuhachi, and reveals now the next card for you there. Notice there you've got the Three of Cups. Crowley refers to the Three of Cups as the Lord of Abundance. This tends to focus more on realisation and things coming to fruition. I suppose you could say things coming out in the wash, couldn't you? So really, whatever is about to happen in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so, it will come to fruition. Whatever it is you've prepared yourself for, and then whatever you are poised for, whatever you are at the ready for, it will be realised between now and this time next month. It's going to happen very soon. Is this another relationship though? Or is it just more of a wake-up call and just realising that? But nevertheless, two's company, three's a crowd maybe. Crowley calls it the Three of Cups, the Lord of Abundance. Is this an abundance of emotion? Because one has found a new lover, or there's been a new lover there all along? Or is it an abundance of emotion and a realisation that maybe, just maybe, it's time to follow a different path and create relationships on a more deeper spiritual level with like-minded people instead of just a single person? Time to be a bit more selfless than selfish with one person. Be selfless with more. What is this? I want to pull, talking about animal spirits and things like that. I wanted to see what these other cards have to offer, just to sort of what guidance there might be from Raven Brother. Raven Brother there, he, of course, the cards are created with Raven in mind, so he's impregnated with his energy. So we just asked for some guidance there for Vera Poynter there concerning this issue, just a bit deeper. We just asked for a bit of advice, and we asked this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to Raven and all the power animal spirits who guide, heal and protect. Let's just see what what this is all about here. I want to just pull out some cards here, based upon the recent past and based upon the fact that you were protected all the time, safe, protected all the time. What's going on there? The links just indicating there, of course, more protection, more four-legged spirits protecting you just recently. Yes, you were protected by Wolf, and yes, you had the go in you, you had the potency, and you had the stamina to sort of move on, square things out nevertheless. But Lynx was advising you, really, it's more about discernment, more about working out what is and what isn't, looking beyond immediate appearances. And maybe that's what you had to do. If you did it, I don't know. But certainly you should have been looking beyond immediate appearances. Ah, you're saying now. That's what it should have been. Looking beyond immediate appearances, a bit like how things are coming to fruition where you're going to realise what they really are, I suppose, in this sense. Just looking beyond immediate appearances. Don't judge a book by its cover. You were judging books by the covers before, and this is probably why you didn't get the success, as you could call it, if you can call it that, as you wished. Let's just pull out this card here. What's going on now? Just trusting in your instincts, dear again. Your instinct will protect you, won't it, really? And trusting that instinct to go by. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, flaps its wings like a duck, and blows an utaguchi on a shakuhachi like a duck, then it's probably a duck, isn't it? Let's just see, though, what, for the immediate future, what is about to sort of be realised for you there, Vera. Is it a relationship? What are you advised to do? Well, basically the dove there, just saying, really, just slow down, take some time to breathe. Maybe it's one of those times where it's take a deep breath, count to 10, and then try again. And then when you realise what it really is about, when you've looked beyond immediate appearances and followed your instincts, then you might realise what it really is about this. Is it really about wanting another partner so you can enjoy being with somebody else again? Because they won't be like the one you had before. You can't replace them. You can give somebody else a chance to be loved if that's the case, but if it's not so much that, it's more loving yourself, isn't it? It's more just taking time to slow down and just breathe a bit, because I think you're letting this get at you, aren't you, Vera? You're letting it get at you too much, and maybe it shouldn't be getting at you. I want to just pull another card, another energy here, just to see what's going on here. Yes, of course, the elephant god there, Ganesha there, just showing about resolve, and just saying that you will overcome this obstacle, whatever this obstacle is. You will overcome all these obstacles, but by taking time to breathe, by taking time to meditate on it, in the sense of just taking a bit of time out. I know that's sort of seems to be encouraging idleness and to do nothing, but sometimes if nothing is all you need to do, then do it. That's because sometimes you can do too much, and that's when accidents happening, isn't it? I was going to pull another card, a bit like an overview. I just want to see, I'm just a bit curious as to what this is about here. Raccoon brother there protecting you even further. All protection here. The guidance, of course, for the immediate future, with maybe the dove there just saying for the foreseeable future, just take some time to breathe, and that's how you will overcome your obstacles, by working it out and not judging the book by its cover, looking deeper into the situation. Is this really what you want, or is there something deeper going on within you or even around you that's sort of making you feel sort of out of it because you're not doing what the status quo says you should be doing? You're not sort of doing what, you're not keeping up with the Joneses. But Raccoon there is just on about resources. Have you got the resources to see this through? Well, Raccoon says that you have got the resources to see it through to completion, as you would say, or to to sort of resolve this situation in some way. You've got everything you need there to do what you've got to do, but at the end of the day, will you use what you need, what you need to do? You've got what you need to get this done, but of course, that's only what you need, isn't it? All you need is breath and things like that, don't you? And to resolve obviously to overcome an obstacle anyway, Spirit will give you a saying that you'll be protected to overcome this obstacle. I get a feeling as though there is an obstacle that needs to be overcome first. You need to get over one situation before you sort of go under or into another one, if you get what I mean. And it's the same sort of thing there, where the things just have to be allowed to be brought to fruition. The plant has to sprout, and there has to be a harvest first before you can plant something new. Yes, you're in a state of readiness. It must be frustrating for you, but nevertheless, regardless of that, Vera, sometimes we have to move on to different cycles in our life and realise that certain things are over and new things are there to be discovered, and that's just the truth. And the truth has spoken with these cards. And for now, Vera, go well and stay well.